I remember when I was working at O'Reilly Auto Parts, there was this lady. I cannot remember her name well, but let's call her Olga. It was in the middle of the day. I was 4 hours into my shift. I was wearing my O'Reilly uniform. I was doing just fine, but I was disconnected. Disconnected means that you have your mind to yourself when you are not actively thinking about gang stalking. Olga saw me and she began talking to me without stopping. And she began asking me question after question after question after question. Can I get this part? But not with the intention of buying them. She was asking me all these questions, one after the other, to get my mind tired. First, she was asking me, if I bring my car, can you change the battery? Yes, how long would it take you? 10 minutes. What if the terminals are not good? Can you change them for me? No. Can I bring it in the morning or in the evening? I need a label for a car. For the same car, what car was it? A Volkswagen 2013, which light? The headlight. I need the left one. And then she began talking and she began throwing at me question after question after question after question. And I was exhausted. So 4 hours of that. But she went hard, question after question. She had me there for 1 hour, just answering her question after question after question without a break. She wouldn't let me go. I need this and I need that and I need that. And then it happened. I began to feel dizzy and then boom, I got connected. I looked at her face and she just went. The gang stuck a grin. Duper's delight. She got my mind so tired that it got to the point where my mind accepted that everyone was against me. Every day for 3 years during gang stalking, I was conditioned by at least 100 people. Whenever I would lose something, I would hear, haha, my coworkers. Whenever I would find something, they would go, oh, damn it. To have my mind believe that they were my enemy. But the truth is that they were. They really were. But the crux of this video is that gang stalkers will actively try to get your mind tired by asking you question after question, by having you struggle for things, look for things, by moving your shit, by asking you redundant questions to make you feel a lot of emotions. And there is a point when you're connected, they call it, but it's actually something where your mind accepts everyone as being your enemy. So you are indoctrinated. But this form of harassment is something very effective because I remember that everyone was always doing things to confuse me. And everyone is always trying to get your mind very tired. That shit was fucking crazy. It really was. This type of harassment of endless confusing speech is very interesting to me because it was during those times where I actually felt how my mind actually accepted the narrative that gang stalkers were imposing on my sanity. And the effects of that type of harassment is very real. I lived it. And the people who did that to me knew exactly what they were doing. The intent of that harassment is to literally get your mind tired until something in your brain snaps and it accepts the reality of gang stalking. These people know exactly what they're doing. They know that the mind of the human being can get tired. And once it's very tired, you impose on it any crazy narrative and the mind will accept it as truth. That's why people that are TIs will defend that there's V2K, will defend that they are used direct energy weapons against them, that the government is involved. I lived that and I believed it too. I literally believe that the sensations that I was feeling on my left foot were somehow related to the electricity wire. I believe that homeless people around me had guns that would shoot painful rays of energy that no one could see. And this narrative makes your mind turn against you. You start imagining voices, you start imagining sensations. And the thing is that the imagination is something really powerful and it gives shape to the sensations. It gives a narrative. And by that I mean that the voices in your head, the V2K, and the sensations in your body, they begin working together to form a narrative. And then you start tying in that to the actions of the gang stalker. Just know that if you're getting gang stalked, there are ways to harass people that you might not even know because you don't know what the intention of the harassment is. But in gang stalking, everything is about getting your mind tired so that people can impose into your mind the narrative of gang stalking. And when your mind is tired, you will accept the narrative as reality. Verbal harassment is a very efficient way and a very covert way of harassing someone in front of people in a way that is effective, that the target cannot block, and that it's a way that gets your mind tired. If you're a target, rest, don't take any drugs, regardless of how you might feel. Just fucking stop it. I'm telling you this from personal experience. Drugs are the primary gate through which these demons come into your life. After gang stalking, I am as anti-drug as you can possibly be. For real. Then again, the harassment is speech that is meant to make you confused. And the confusion can be so deep that your mind gives up on keeping a grasp of reality. And when that happens, your mind becomes really susceptible to impositions of people. And this susceptibility is easily observable through the eyes of the person. That is why if you are getting gang stalked, you will notice that gang stalkers are continuously looking in your eyes to see where you're at, if you're there or if you're lost in thought. And if you are lost in thought, you are more susceptible to the gang stalking narrative. Okay? That is all I wanted to say for this video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, I highly recommend it. I promise I'm gonna make your time here on my channel worth every second. Alright? Thank you. Bye.